Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'll be sharing with you guys how to sew this skirt we drafted in our previous video. If that's what you're here, make sure you stay to the end. So I went ahead to cut the lining for the skirt. I did the same thing for the front and the back. I remember where our dart is going to be. We're going to go ahead to notch it since we'll be sewing it on the fabric, right? And yeah, I'm going to do the same thing to the back. I'm just making sure we notch both the lining and the main piece so we know where exactly we are sewing our dart. And now we don't want the skirts lining to be the same length with the skirts. We need it to go inside, the lining to go inside and the fabric to go inside as well. So we had to go in. Remember the allowance we added for the length was 2 inches, but we had to remove 1.5. So the half-inch left is for joining the lining and the main fabric on the bottom. So the lining is shorter than the fabric, so the fabric can be able to enter inside, so you won't see the lining on the fabric or on the hem of the skirts. All right, I hope that is clear. After that, I'm going to do the same thing to the back lining. So I'll bring the back piece, sorry, and I will show you guys. So I'll go ahead to sew my darts for the front and the back. I'll sew the both sides. Remember the length for our dart is 5 inch for the front piece, so that's what we're going to do. And I'm marking the part that is the back and the front for the lining and the main piece. I also went to the back to do the same thing. Now I've gone ahead to sew my darts, and I'm going to show you guys how flat my dart looks. Make sure you sew your dart neatly. If you don't know how to sew a neat dart, let me know in the comment section. I will show you guys how to do that. You can see how neat and flat my dart is. You're not even seeing that there is a dart there. So this is my lining piece for the front and the back, and I'll also go ahead to show you guys the main piece for the front and the back. I also went ahead to sew my darts and ironed it, and you can see how seamless it looks. You might not even see it if you don't look closely. Now the dart length for my back is 6 inches, the front is 5, so the back is always longer, so I did the back 6 inches and the front was 5 inches. Now we are going to go ahead to remove the 1 inch. Remember when we were drafting, the 1 inch we were supposed to remove on the waistline for the front and the back, so I'm going to go ahead to mark it and then I'll remove it. Remember I said we should remove it after sewing our dart, so we don't have issues around that area. So that's what I'm just going to do here, and I went ahead to just trim it off. I'll also repeat the same thing to the back and the lining as well. Okay, so this is what your skirt waistline should be looking like. You don't need to have a straight waistline. Your waist is not straight, entirely straight. It has to be in a way that it can sit properly on your waist. So that is what I just did here. So I'll go ahead to do the same thing to the lining and to the back. So I've gone ahead to do that same thing to the back and also to the lining. And now we are going to start by joining our patterns or our pieces. Okay, so I'm going to take the front and place it on the table, and now take the back as well. So we are facing right side of the front piece to right side of the back piece. Okay, and that's what I'm doing. We're going to go ahead and pin it down, and then you sew the allowance you added to your fabric. You're going to sew by that allowance, and when you're done sewing the main fabric, you're also going to do the same thing to the lining. Please make sure that whatever you have on the lining should be the same thing you have on the main fabric, okay, so that by the time you're matching it, everything will align and will be equal. So you see me placing my lining, and I'm placing right side to right side of the lining. How would you know the right side? Because by the time you've sewn your dart, you should be able to know where the front and the back of your lining is. And I'll go ahead to sew it. Now I've gone ahead to sew um my skirts, and you can see me measuring it to be sure that what my measurements is still the same thing as what it is on the fabric. So my measurement should be the same thing on the fabric. So I'm just matching it up to check if what I have on the fabric is the same thing as what I have on the lining. Now we are going to start by sewing or doing our inseam finishing. All right, now we are going to get the right side of the fabric to the right side of the lining and match it up to the waist. Now the waist is going to be open, but we need to close it so we get the midpoint and be able to match all the points together. So I'm just matching the waist, one side of the waist of the lining to the other side of the waist for the fabric. I hope that you understand, but I believe this video is explanatory, so just be watching it and see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to pin all the points together for us to have a so that our lining can just align with the main fabric. Okay, so that's what I'm pinning down here. You can see me pinning the second waist to the lining. Make sure it is equal and is aligning. If you sew your fabric and your lining correctly, you shouldn't have an issue. Everything should be able to align, but make sure you pin because you might not be sure until you pin. That's when you will know if everything aligns. If it doesn't align, go ahead to probably reduce or sew in more if that is the case. So that's what I'm doing here, and I'm going to just keep on pinning all the sides. Now, after pinning all and getting to the down point, you're going to see that the lining is shorter, right? That is okay. You don't have a problem. Now, you have to just make sure you pin the two sides first and make sure that all your points at the hem, the size of the lining, the side of the lining and the side of the main fabric should align. You can see how what it is on my own. Once you did your measurement properly, everything should be able to align. Okay, and you're going to pin. You're going to pin down. But before we come to that pinning side, we are just going to sew. All right, this side we're going to sew. Just follow however I'm pointing, but you're not going to sew down to the hem line. You're going to leave some inches away. Now when you're done sewing the two sides, this is what you have. And remember to follow the direction of what you have on your fabric and sew. Okay, at that point that my finger is, I sew inward by 1 inch because that's what we added around there. Okay, and after doing that, you're going to notch that point so that when you turn your fabric, it's going to relax on that side. I'm going to notch the other side as well. Okay, make sure you notch it close to the stitch, but don't cut your stitch. Now after notching, we're going to work on the hemline. Remember, we didn't sew up to the end. Okay, now we're going to match up the hem of the lining to the hem of the fabric. It will not be equal obviously, but just sew it. Now make sure you pin and all your sides are equal, and I'm going to just go ahead and sew straight up. Okay, once you're done stitching all this line to the end, let me just pin so you know what I'm trying to explain, because by the time you're done stitching all the way, you're going to have a little excess around there, which is okay because that's what we added around that side. So I'm just going to go ahead and pin. So that line I'm pinning is where you're going to stitch, and after pinning, this is what I'm talking about, you're going to see you have something like this. So the lining or the main fabric will come inside and you're going to stitch on it. Okay, so I've gone ahead to stitch, and I'm showing you guys that after stitching the straight line, you're also going to stitch up, that's closing up the side entirely. All right, now after doing this, remember our waistline is still open, so we are going to turn from there. We're going to unpin everything and then turn from our waistline, and I'll show you guys what it is. Now I'm going ahead to iron. Please make sure you iron. It is very important, so you'll be seeing what you're doing. I'm going ahead to iron the sides and the hem, and you can see how the hem is looking pretty. All right, everything is looking beautiful. Make sure you iron the sides as well, so you'll see what you're working with to know if the shape of the waist or the hip line around the hip, the shaping that you did entirely, if it is fine. Now after doing that, you're going to see this is where our zipper allowance is, but before we add our zipper allowance, we're going to do our waist. So I'll go ahead to measure what I have on the waist. That's to know your waist measurement. All right, you're going to measure everything so you can be able to cut your waistband. So I'm just going to go ahead and do so. Now after doing that, we're going to go ahead to cut our waist. You can try to cut your waist as a straight line, just the normal straight waistband, but now we are not going to be doing that. Remember, we'll cover our waistline. You don't want to do that finish and then you start using a straight waistband for it. No, it's not going to sit properly on your waist. So we are going to be cutting it on bias. So I folded my fabric on bias and I used my 2 inches which is my ruler. Although my waistband is supposed to be 1.5, remember in the draft that was what we removed, so I'm using 2 inches. I'm cutting it 2 inches on fold. By the time we fold, we'll have 1.5. Okay, so that is what I did here. Okay, it is very easy. If you don't know how to fold the fabric or bias, let me know. I'll also make it just small short about that. It is not hard. So I went ahead to mark the length of my waistband and I'll go ahead to cut it out. this is what I have after cutting. You can see how the band looks. It's not straight. All right, now go ahead to iron. Decide to add clothes gum or hairstay on your own, but I decided not to add it. Okay, so I went ahead to fold half-inch inside, and then I have half-inch left, so that's what I'm going to use it to stitch to my fabric. Now I'm going to bring my waist, or my fabric, sorry, my skirt, and I'm going to face the right side of the band to the wrong side of my skirt. Okay, so by the time you flip it, to flip to the side, to the front, sorry, to flip to the front of the skirt. So the half-inch we have there, we're going to use it, but before then, make sure you take your waistband like 1.5 inch or 1 inch before the waistline, okay, before the waist point. I don't know if you understand what I just said, but from the video you can see that I did not put my waistband directly from the starting of my waist. I took like 1.5 away before I started placing. Okay, so you're going to pin and sew the half-inch all the way straight, and then after sewing it, you're going to also close up um the waistband. Remember the half-inch or the 1.5 we took, we started, we removed before placing our waistband. You're going to close up that place. That's what I'm showing you guys. After I closed it, you can see you turn your waistband out, and this is what you're going to have. So what you're going to just do is to top stitch the waist, just to top stitch the waist. Okay, let your stitch be very nice and beautiful, because if you don't sew it well, it's going to show, and that's not nice. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead to top stitch, and I've gone ahead to top stitch. You can see how beautiful my skirt waist looks like. Okay, you can see how fine the waistband and how neat it is from the inside to the out. And after this, I'm going to go ahead to sew my zip. All right, I'll go ahead to sew my zip with the zip allowance I have left. Also close the place, like mark where your zip should stop, and then you're done with that. Okay, this is what I have at the end of the day. You can see how beautiful this skirt looks. It looks really neat and fine, and this is what the inside also looks. So this is what the almighty inseam looks like. You can see that it's very, very simple. So thank you guys so much for watching to the end. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment in the comment section.